Shalom, family. It's good to see everybody here. I hope everybody is doing well. Well, there is so many things going on now. You can hardly keep up, but I'm going to try anyway. So, let's talk about what's going on with Tesla. Now, we know for the last few months, people all around the globe have been boycotting Tesla. Rightfully so. Elon has done some pretty dirty things to people, but he seems to think he's doing good, which that good must be invisible because no one sees it. But he seems to think he's doing good for the American people. And at the end of the day, it's not good at all. It's actually hurting people. And I think what really did it, he came in with Donald Trump, and the first thing he did was start firing people and talking about we should feel some pain. And I was like, well, maybe it's you that needs to feel some pain, Elon. So let's talk about this latest that's going on out here. And none of it's going to be shocking, but it just goes to show you how bad Tesla has gone down in a short period of time. So Tesla sitting on thousands of unsold Cybertrucks as it stops accepting its own cars as trade-ins. So if you own a Tesla and you go to a Tesla dealership, they will not accept your car, although you might have even bought it from that same dealership. They won't accept your car as a trade-in. So if you want to trade in your Tesla, you'll have to go to a non-Tesla dealership to do it, because Tesla will not even take their own car back, not even on a trade-in, which is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So let's talk about this a little more. Despite producing the Tesla Model Y, the most popular new car, that's out by Tesla, it has had a rough time so far in 2025. The American EV maker faces Tesla takedown protests and other boycotts from citizens across the globe, thanks to the inflammatory words and actions of the brand's CEO, Elon Musk, despite the company's previous declaration that they were there and what their goal was to sell over 1 million Cybertrucks. I don't know why anybody even wants one. I think that Cybertruck is ugly. And for that thing to cost over $100,000 is that's just unbelievable to me. But people are out here driving that. So they thought they were going to have a million of them on the road. So Tesla can't find buyers for the current backlog of nearly 2,400 or $200 million worth of Cybertrucks. Not only that, but Tesla is allegedly refusing to accept its own Cybertrucks as trade ins since they can't sell them, and is reportedly even forcing some owners to lemon law their cars instead. That is ridiculous. So they were looking at this Cybertruck to revolutionize the pickup market and revitalize the automaker aging lineup. Well, I don't think that Cybertruck is going to do anything but just sit there and look ugly. Despite the Tesla lofty sales expectation, Cybertruck monthly sales peaked at just 5,308 units in September last year. And that has fallen sharply. So, in the entire country, that's very low. So, in the entire country, they only managed to sell 5,300 of those Cybertrucks? Wow. That is very low. I'm just telling y'all, that's very low. The more recent Cybertruck recall affected almost every unit sold. Yes, I did a video on that. In the process, it revealed that Tesla had only delivered 46,000 of its stainless steel pickups. Beyond the lack of demand, Elon Musk's decision to cozy up to Donald Trump and, head Doge, the organization that has systematically disassembled multiple public institutions that millions of American citizens loved and rely on for employment and for services, has negatively impacted the public image of his company. Now, Tesla owners are trying to get rid of their Teslas in order to distance themselves from Musk and his politics. And people around the globe are boycotting the brand. These numerous yet easily avoidable challenges have led to a decline in Tesla resale values and a massive surplus of undesirable Cybertrucks, enough that the company will allegedly no longer accept its own Cybertrucks on trade in. That is absolutely insane. I have never heard of an automaker that would not take their own vehicle back on trade in. I have never heard of this before until now. Many Cybertruck owners reported trying to trade in the truck for a new vehicle, and they were told that the automaker currently doesn't accept its own vehicles as trade in. Some owners have had their trucks in service for extended periods of time, are also trying to get rid of it. Wow. Wait a minute. If you need a repair on your Cybertruck or it needs to be serviced, it's in there for long periods of time. What? Are you kidding me? So people are trying to get their truck back, but the company is forcing them to go through the lemon law process. Used Cybertruck prices are down 55% year over year. 13% over the last 3 months, and 6% over the last month, as Tesla doesn't take the Cybertruck as trade in. Other used car dealers are, but they said they are taking them, but they're reluctant. And other dealerships that are non-Tesla are giving them lowball offers for their Cybertruck. Can you imagine that? You paid over $100,000 for this Cybertruck. You go to trade it in, and the dealership you're at is lowballing your Cybertruck. I mean, I know they depreciate. I mean, I know that. But it's like they are deliberately lowballing these Cybertrucks. Mm-mm-mm. Now, I know Elon was in the news over these past few days. He's complaining about the tariffs because it has taken a big toll on the value of Tesla, the company itself. It has lost a lot of value since Donald Trump signed all of those tariffs against companies all around the globe. Tesla got hit real hard just over these past few days. So now, because it's impacting him, Elon is now complaining about the tariffs. So they said right now Tesla's future is definitely uncertain. The Tesla takedown protests that have taken place in at least 253 cities around the world, and it doesn't seem to be losing momentum. Wow. Wow. That is really messed up. You know, y'all, I think the Most High is allowing us to watch a rich man become a very poor man right before our eyes, for real. But that is crazy what's going on um with his business in the vehicles, and people are just refusing to go and buy them now. I think maybe he should have stayed out of politics. If he would have stayed out of politics, perhaps people would be buying these cars now. I never wanted a Tesla because I just, even before Elon, how you doing, Nisi? Even before Elon um, was with Donald Trump, I did not like Elon. And I would never, ever even consider buying a Tesla. Never. And now look at it. They can't even give those cars away. They are sitting on lots at dealerships all around this nation, and nobody is buying them. That is like crazy. That's crazy. I would like to see some stats on, how many Teslas are selling each week in the country. I bet you the number is real low. I think some of them are still selling, but I do believe the number is extremely low. They can give them away. I, mm-mm, mm-mm. I still wouldn't want a Tesla. I would just pass it up. I don't want nothing to do with any products that Elon have. Look, I used to go over to Twitter a lot, just to see what was going on. Ever since he took it over and it became X, I can count on my one hand how many times I might go over there in a month. I really don't go over there that much because, I don't want to be near anything Elon owns. For real. Hmm. But I think what's happening to him is absolutely crazy. Who knew that the entire globe would band together against Elon and his business? I said, Right now, I think Elon and Donald Trump are the two most hated men in this world right now. I really do. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I heard a story last night of somebody that I think they went into a restaurant and they came there in their Tesla. And by the time they got done with their meal and walked outside, their entire Cybertruck was vandalized. They spray painted all over his Cybertruck. So, look, y'all, I don't think I would be driving that thing around right now. I wouldn't be driving around any Tesla. I don't think that's safe right now for anyone to be doing out here. But I certainly can understand if it's your only means of transportation. So you're kind of stuck driving it. But I think if I could, I would be avoiding even driving any Tesla on the road, whether it's the Cybertruck or the cars. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Elon, sometimes it pays to be quiet. Now, look at many of these. Y'all can get rid of Roberto. I mean, I know who this dude is. Y'all can get rid of him. You're moderators. That's what you should be doing. So, anyway, um, Elon was over the last few days crying because so much of his stock and the company Tesla took such a major hit. I guess he thought with Donald Trump doing the tariffs it would not impact him. Oh no. Virtually all of these billionaires that have businesses out here, they all took a major hit. All of them did. It's okay if he got multiple accounts. That just goes to show you he's an incel. Because what kind of man that got a social life is going to sit around and make multiple accounts? That's an incel. That's what that is. So, yeah, well, I knew something was wrong when there was a video that circulated for a while where somebody took a whole Cybertruck apart with their bare hands. And I was like, how the hell do you just pull a vehicle apart like that? This dude did it, and he did the whole thing on camera. He took the whole thing apart on camera with nothing but his bare hands. He had no tools, and the thing came right apart. And I was like, okay, how is that safe? That's embarrassing. That is deeply embarrassing. Hmm. Well, look, the wasn't it the raccoons that thought the Cybertruck was a dumpster? See, the raccoons are smarter than everybody. They know what it is. It's a dumpster. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine how that thing might fold up on you, getting in an accident with it? I mean, look, for the past few years, I've been hearing how they would just burst into flames and they were all kinds of issues. They said even the one that Donald Trump, when he went outside and he turned into a Tesla salesman, car salesman, they said that particular Tesla that Donald Trump bought had 37 recalls on it. 37 recalls. How can that thing even be allowed on the road with 37 recalls? I tell you what, preferential treatment is real. That mess is real. For real. Mm-mm-mm. Don't worry about Roberto Suarez. ICE is coming for you. ICE is coming for you. And when they catch up to you, you could end up in El Salvador in that prison colony. ICE is coming for you, Roberto. You need to run instead of being on here trying to troll somebody. Should you be running and hiding somewhere? I'm just saying. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here. And we'll do this again. Please come back. I got another one that's really good. You're going to get a kick out of this. JD Vance called Chinese people peasants in an interview that he did. And the Chinese people are having a fit over this, a major fit. So, y'all, come back. I think it's going to be at 4:45. I will see you then. Shalom, family.